Today on Drawbli, we are drawing.
Ooh, spheres in an environment. We're lighting them.
You can join us by sharing your art online using the hashtag Drawbli, and of course, click the subscribe button if you are new around here.
Okay, Ben, this is my secret about this, is that I don't know anything about this, and my plan is to look over at you and say, Ben, I don't know what to do. But in a much more real sense, I don't know what to do.
Oh.
But I am going to start by at least inserting a sphere. I'm going to make it gray.
Yes. I would say like a mid-tone, probably, which I made mine white for some reason, but I'm changing
kind of a mild gray. Ooh, with your hue, saturation, and brightness.
Well, once you have your sphere in place, I'm going to, at least for me, I'm going to make a clipping mask and then start trying to light that sphere in the environment.
I think that's the way to go.
So there's going to be like bounced light from your environment. So your sphere is going to pick up on some of those colors. So for me, I have like a lot of these greens in here. And I think I'm not sure what's going to be best. I'm going to get some of the environment light kind of bouncing around on this sphere first, I think. And then kind of go about like adding in whatever lighting I have. That's probably the opposite way that I want to go. I'm not entirely sure if that's correct, but that's at least what I'm going to start with.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. I have a feeling though that I'm doing this backwards.
Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing.
You've lit a sphere before.
I've lit a sphere, but not with color. Remember, like, everything I've done hitherto has usually been with...
Hitherto, yes.
Yeah, with, like, pen or pencil. So everything I've done has been in grayscale. I guess...
You have a lot of yellows and greens in yours,
yeah.
So a lot of that's going to kind of come through. Where do they go?
Where do they go?
Well, think about how the light would bounce around your scene.
Yeah?
And I can help you with that as well. But yeah, all right, we're gonna now actually get in. Yeah, I think I did this backwards. All right, I'm gonna keep that on.
Of course, it doesn't help that I put my sphere in a little patch of light where normally that little patch of light would probably be shaded out, but it's fine.
We're learning. We're learning. So do you know much about lighting? I mean, you've shaded spheres in like simple scenes, right?
I know about like
that's like
mid-tone.
That's like a really basic thing. Shading a sphere. That's like the most basic.
Yeah, but this is a little different, I feel, in that it's in an environment. I have to match to the environment. That's different. I've never done that.
That is very different.
I get the gist of lighting a sphere, but usually I'm the one saying, okay, here's the lighting.
Here's the lighting.
Here's the way it is.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, I just make up where the lighting is, and the sphere has to go along with it. This is different. This is like...
The lighting already exists.
Exactly.
You have to conform to that lighting.
Exactly.
Don't forget, it's really going to help your sphere to put a shadow in your scene. So
like add another layer under it and then
definitely under it. Yeah. 100% under it. If you don't put it under it, I mean, you're just asking for trouble.
Right. Oh man. Well, that looks better already.
I'm not sure like how actually long this will take me. So I have an extra image to do another one just in case. But yeah, I think it's kind of going okay so far.
This is going okay so far. I'm cautiously optimistic.
I'm using some Gaussian blur for my shadow, try and blur it out a little.
Oh, that's a good idea.
But yeah, that definitely helps.
I'm getting a little bit. There's a lot of like red lighting on my trees where the sun hits them.
Ooh, I have a lot of blue.
So I'm bouncing that onto my sphere. I'm just adding in like a tone. I'm like basically washing over my sphere with this red light, giving it a more red hue. Ooh, I like that already.
Well, I'm going to use some different blending layers in an attempt to get some different effects.
This is such an interesting, this is a mid-tone here, interesting exercise.
I see you keep looking at my screen.
I haven't looked at yours once. You are hallucinating.
I see you keep looking over here.
No, I haven't looked over.
Looking for some cheat codes?
I literally haven't looked over. You are looking at me out of the corner of your eye and making some incorrect assumptions.
Well, I'm kind of liking the way mine's shaping up.
I think
here.
you're seeing
a
me
nice
like
little orb. Feels a little too bright though. What do you think, audience at home? Does my sphere look too bright?
I'll be your audience at home.
Type too bright in chat if it. No, you're not allowed to peek. Mind your own bees.
Okay.
Your bees and wax.
I think it's going well. Let's do a little Gaussian blur on my shadow. I don't like shadow layer.
Don't forget ambient occlusion, everyone's favorite type of occlusion.
Everyone's favorite word.
Words?
Words. Ambient occlusion.
I like ambient occlusion. I think ambient occlusion's awesome.
Yeah, it's super cool.
I think it's something that a lot of people don't even know exists.
Right.
Which makes sense, like, right? It's not something you would normally think about or ever hear about.
It's not needed for common everyday life.
Yeah. But a lot of people confuse ambient occlusion for shadows. Like,
yes.
Very often. Because, it looks like a shadow. Mm-hmm. But it's not.
But in the end, it was not, in fact, a shadow. It was ambient occlusion.
How crazy is that?
How crazy.
So when you have an outdoor scene with overhead light, I think typically you're going to have just a lot of light bouncing around. And for the most part, it's going to be like pretty well lit. A little cheat for you here is that you can actually look at, you don't really have much in your scene, but look at your trees. Do you see how your trees have a lot of rim light on them?
Yeah, that red, yeah.
That's kind of like a hint that,
you're
doing a really good job.
Thanks.
But like for me, I have a couple like rocks here and there that kind of hint at some of that as well. So I'm going to try, but like for the most part, it seems like my light source is...
My light source is dappled light through the trees. I think it's beautiful in the scene.
I'm bad at drawing three-dimensional arrows.
Those are hard to draw. There was a YouTuber I was watching who said it was one of his favorite little like drawing, like when he just sits there and is drawing for no reason or any sake, he ends up drawing a lot of little three-dimensional arrows.
And who's this?
Cynics.
Cynics Designs?
Yes.
Cynics?
Yes, he's got some good teaching stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
not like
stuff.
us. We don't teach crap.
We don't teach. We're not quite to that point where we want to teach anybody yet, but you are welcome to learn with us.
Yeah, you can follow
along.
Learn
from my mistakes.
Do as we learn to do correctly one day.
Well, my question for myself is
There's a bad little arrow.
How long should I spend on this?
Hours.
Glance over here at my sphere. Glance at this sphere.
I'm glancing.
Glancing.
Flip your canvas.
Oh, okay.
Do a Canvasian flip. That might help you out.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
That was a very helpful suggestion. Let's go back and add a little more rim light. I think
you might need some more rim light. Do you know that the secret to art, Abby, is more rim light?
If you wrote a book, it would definitely be like chapter 1.
Rim light.
Rim light.
Chapter 2. Rim light.
Chapter 3.
More rim
ambient
light.
Occlusion.
Ambient occlusion. Yes. I would love to one day write a book of some kind.
Yeah, like an art book. Would you do an art book?
Probably.
Or would you write a book? Writing is such an interesting artistic medium that I have never, ever pursued beyond when I was like really young and just writing little stories. I think it'd be so interesting to learn about. Kind of like, for me, it would be not too dissimilar from like traveling to a foreign country at this point in my life. It's that unexplored to me, the art of the written word.
I used to be really into writing. At one point, I was pursuing a journalistic degree.
Oh, yeah?
For a short time.
That's cool.
But yeah, I love writing. And I love reading. Not a ton of time for that anymore. You've been listening to a bunch of books crazy.
Audiobooks, Libby, all of that stuff. Love it. I just finished one of our favorite author's works, Brandon Sanderson.
Brando
Sando, the man with the plan. He has such detailed like books and plots and complex developments where in the end you're like, what? Just whoa! The big reveals are
at the end of his
incredible.
book, he's known for kind of dropping like a ton of things on you at once. It's just like his thing that he does.
Yeah, he really, and it's clever because it leaves you just like, I need more. I need to get the next book. I need to keep going with this series. This is amazing. So I think he knows what he's doing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you feel about your ground shadow? I'm trying to go back in and fix mine.
I'm feeling like I'm in a less is more zone on that.
Ooh, less might be more. You might be right. I'm gonna try like just doing a little bit of a longer shadow stretching back behind this thing. But I'm kind of bad at shadows, like ground shadows.
I'm pulling more of this beautiful red hue into this. This must be, oh wait, I think I remember the photo having a caption saying Lake Muir, M-U-I-R or something.
Yeah.
And I only know about that because at the gym, there's a treadmill with a feature.
Oh,
where
you can go hiking
exactly.
Lake Muir.
Yes, I'm gonna try to do one more in the time that we have. I think that should be doable.
Yeah, get to it.
You know, no sense in Now, where should I put this? On the bridge?
Where should you put it, Abby? Which one is your second one there, Lake Muir? Or was that your first one?
No, my first one was allegedly, most likely, Lake Muir. This one is just a little bridge, you know, a little Pinterest bridge. And it is...
All right, I'll move on to number 2 here. My second one's a lot more blurry of a photo, but it'll have to do. Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, this one has a lot more blue in it. So this one we're going to be pulling in a lot more of this blue from the snow. Let's give it all over blue.
How do you figure out where you're going to put your little ball?
That was actually a question I was literally just asking myself when I was trying to place this sphere.
Mm-hmm.
I decided I wanted it in the pool of light behind the bridge. So I moved it there because I wanted to put light on it. I love the light casting through the trees, and that's what I wanted to put in there.
I just realized that this photo that I chose, so I picked this second one. This was actually a photo reference for something else, not for this. Mm-hmm. And the lighting in this is terrible. It's like horribly overcast.
Oh no, so you're like, how do I light this?
Well, I have a general idea. Overcast is actually kind of easier. But it's like, for this type of study, probably not a great choice of a photo or a reference. But that's okay. I'm using a lot of blurring to really like help get some more like gradual, softer shadows in some areas.
I am not doing any blurring. I don't know if that's this notion I have of it'll look more painterly if I don't blur.
Probably will.
But which I kind of like the idea of. But maybe that's just a little bit sloppy. Maybe I need to refine more. But it is just a quick exercise, so maybe I can be a little sloppy.
I live for blur.
Yeah.
Me and blur, we're like this.
See, I think
I'm crossing my fingers.
I am the artistic embodiment of somebody who enjoys mud runs.
Oh, okay. Wait, what?
Because
Sorry?
like the blur, yeah, that's nice. That's refined. That's your nice restaurant.
You're unrefined? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not unrefined.
What are you trying to say then?
I am trying to say. Well, I'm trying to say like I enjoy the sloppiness. I guess I enjoy it.
Okay.
I do like mud runs actually, and your blurring is really cool. But I think.
Oh, but you want to be messy.
Yes, is that what I'm trying to say? Yes, I think so.
So you're saying you're okay with being lazy?
Excuse you, no, this is my aesthetic. A mud run is not a lazy endeavor, is it? No, but it's a messy endeavor.
Ooh, okay.
And you do it because you like it, because you like the mud.
Because you'd like the mud.
The mud and the camaraderie.
Okay, all right.
Ooh,
you win.
Little flip flop. Let's see, we need to be... Oh, I got a little good bounce light action back here on my sphere. Yeah, I like that. This is a fun exercise. And if you're watching this episode and you're not trying this on whatever medium you can, this is the one you need to jump in and try.
It's honestly not that hard, but you probably will, if you don't know a ton about lighting, want to like do a little research beforehand.
I don't need to do research. Just watch us. We got
it. Watch our experts
watch
techniques.
The experts take on lighting a sphere. Yeah, this is a really cool exercise, Ben. And this was a Ben idea, by the way, for those of you at home. which is all of you.
Who are keeping track.
Keeping track of who brings the mustard to this barbecue.
I brought the mustard, I brought the meat, I brought it all. Today's my day.
Today is your day. Yeah,
You
actually.
can have the next one.
Okay.
Maybe.
Thanks.
We'll see.
This is so fun, though. I enjoy it.
Yeah, actually, my second one was a lot easier. I'm really trying to get... Because, like, so, at least in my head, my sphere is white or, like, grayish. So it's really getting a lot of the bounced light. Of course, you know, if you had a red sphere that you were bouncing green light onto, it would be a little bit different. So it really kind of depends on, you know, what you're doing, what you're going for.
Absolutely. All right, I'll blur this one a little, but I don't think I'm gonna like it. I guess I could just Gaussian blur it.
I mean, that's kind of cheating, though, Abby. Like,
oh, are you using the blending tool to blur yours?
No, well, I could. I think I have mine. Yeah, I could actually. I'm just quickly using Gaussian blur just because it's a really quick, you know, drag to the right.
So you were using it. Oh, okay. I didn't understand your joke of it being cheating. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh no, I've been using it the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Here. And I think my sphere is too bright.
I think my sphere is...
At least for this scene.
I don't know. What am I trying to capture here?
What am I trying to say?
What is the artist, me, trying to say? It's trying to convey this sphere on this snow. You know what? I need more blue.
You know, I've been saying you need more blue.
I just need a lot more blue to match the vibe of the snow. And then I think my actual, like, dark areas of the sphere need to be darker. I think I'm just redoing the same aspects of the sphere over and over, technically, but...
I'm doing a little... I love doing, like, little corrective layers. And this is actually how I, like, edit my renders for my 3D characters. I do, like, lots of little corrective layers that I, opacity-wise, kind of fade in, fade out. I'll show you my before and after for those. You can
okay. I would like that.
Let me know what you think. I think that shadow works okay.
I'm going to do a little bit more of a darker shadow. Need a little more there.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out for that quick one. For doing a second one, I'm going to go back to my other one and
oh, you are?
Check it out again.
Yeah.
See how he's holding up.
When you come back to it, how it looks to you.
Oh, God. No,
oh, yeah.
It's horrible.
I'm excited for you.
I'm excited for you. What's that supposed to mean?
I am not finding my... What am I trying to say? I'm not finding myself on this one. Let's add more yellow.
What do you mean? What are you looking for that you aren't finding?
Well, that's the thing. That's where my inexperience comes in, where you recognize the limitations of your own abilities, but you can't move past them.
Oh, so well, you know what? At the end, we'll do our thing where we look at each other's work and see if there's anything we can help each other with.
I like it. Let's see. Ooh, let's play with the lavender color that I just have sitting down on my palette. I think I'll like that in there. Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see what you've done with your spheres.
I don't know.
Do you feel like there's anything else you can do on your spheres, or do you feel like you're just kind of noodling around right now?
I think I might be at the point where I am moving back and forth without
really doing anything.
Doing too much more. Maybe I can move my highlight where the light is hitting up a little higher.
No, you can't.
I can't.
All right, let's look at each other's spheres.
All right. Do you want to? Let's see.
We'll look at mine first. Oh, okay. That looks awesome. What are you talking about?
Thank you.
That looks really good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
You did a very good job.
What do you think?
Here, I'll flip mine.
Oh, yours looks awesome too.
All right, so let's look at my first sphere.
Is this your first sphere?
This is sphere numero uno.
Okay.
What do you think?
What's that weird thing up in the corner?
That's an arrow. It's a really quick,
you made that
sloppy arrow showing the direction of my light.
The sphere was under attack or something.
Yeah, he's coming to get him. He's gonna attack him.
Oh, because you can kind of pick your direction of your lighting, I suppose, in this scene. Oh, no, I guess it's
not at all.
It's
You 100% cannot choose the direction of your lighting.
It seemed overlit for a second.
Well, it's really hard to tell the direction of the lighting in this scene, or at least it was initially for me. So, like, these leaves give a hint that it's coming in this direction
I was looking
there's
at
a shadow
the
down
rocks
there.
in the waterbed.
The rocks as well, you can kind of see. If anything, I think I should have moved my light source a little more up to the right corner. But yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
What? How my sphere? How my sphere do?
Real good. We have such, it's little fun exercises like these that really highlight the sheer difference in our styles.
Well, you could have literally I just blurred the sphere. You can do that. That's really quick and easy.
Yeah, but I wouldn't, because it's not my style.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Give me this. Give me this. Let's look at your sphere. Ooh, this like really captures the mood of the scene.
Oh, thank you.
I think this looks awesome, and it feels like it fits really well. The only thing that could possibly stand out is that the shadow feels like it kind of stops a little too soon here.
Yeah,
like
you're
it
right.
could have gone to the right underneath the sphere, because like right there, it's like it should be darker.
You
maybe.
are so right.
One thing that I tried to do to the very bottom of my sphere, that I just know from experience, and I didn't even do a good job here, is trying to lose this bottom edge so that like the bottom edge kind of fades into whatever your shadow is, so it kind of like disappears. But I did a bad job of that myself.
No, you didn't do a bad job at all.
All right, sphere number 2.
All right, let's set it up.
All right, we'll look at mine first. Here's my sphere.
Oh, so this is your first exercise.
No, this is the second one.
Oh, this is the second one. Oh, we looked at my second one
That's
first.
okay. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like
The order
that.
doesn't matter.
No, you're right. You can definitely tell that the lighting is overcast because it's just coming blop right down on top of it. Yeah, no, I like it.
I think I overlit the top of the sphere.
Maybe your lighting, would want to be more like spread out.
I think
evenly.
I think if I were to go back in here, I would just darken the top of the sphere.
Yeah.
But check out, there's like a little. I tried to do some of that. I tried to like.
Oh yeah.
Darken it, bring it a
Yes,
little closer.
I think
it just needs more, even more. I didn't push it far enough.
Didn't push it far enough. No, I agree. It looks good though.
Thank you. Let's look at your sphere.
Okay, so this is my first one. I think my second one was better.
I think your second one was better too, but that's like what it's about. It's about, learning,
practicing. Like the bottom of the sphere, no, it needs to be so much darker.
The bottom of your sphere does need to like be a lot darker, because right now it feels like it's floating, but somehow on the ground at the same time.
Yes.
So that edge needs to kind of dissipate.
What a learning experience this has been.
I think, if anything, other than that, like getting even more of that super bright
red.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty in there.
Because obviously, you know what? There has to be like a campfire over here.
I don't know. It might just be the beautiful sunlight of the morning.
Absolutely not. That's like really artificial red. Like, not artificial, but like... Look at this tree over here. Like, we don't see any of that red. Look in the background with the green. You don't see any of that. That is definitely warmth either coming from a fire or like somebody's shining a red light.
Maybe there's
over there.
A cliff right off to the side, and the cliff looks out over the ocean, and that's the water bouncing off the ocean.
The reason I know that that is not the case is because I know that when you have a light source close to an object, it has what's called quick fall off. So if you look at the bottom of the tree, it's brighter and it dissipates as it goes up. If it was a sunset, it would be all the same level of brightness on the entire side, and on the entire tree. I am right. But either way, you did a really good job with both of your spheres. I like them.
Thank you.
A lot. I think you did a lot better job than me, but
I'll
do better
agree. I don't agree at all.
Next time I'll get it.
I think we both did really well, Ben. We learned a lot.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. You can share your
spheres
online using the hashtag
Drawbli.
And, of course, click the subscribe button if you're new around here. And this is the part where we say...
Goodbye.
Was that harder than you thought it would be?
Yes and no. Like, I liked how quick it was, but I disliked how poorly I did on the first one.
Every single time.
Yes.